Hello, today I'm here to show you the junk journal that I made for the November to Remember Junk Journal Challenge 2022 with Dear Julie. Hashtag for this one is NTRJJC22. This being the birthday month of Julie, we needed to use a lot of her favorite things. And out of those favorite things, we also had to make 60 different elements to go into the junk journal. My theme is tropical travel, and I used Julie's digital kit called Tropical Flamingos and Friends in the description box below. So I first made my cover using an old binder. Actually, it wasn't an old binder, but the rings fell out of the binder, and it was a very long, tall binder. So this was one side of the binder, and then this was the other side, and then it folded over together. So I cut the middle off, and out of that, I each had a side. I scored the sides and turned them into the junk journal covers. And then I also used the pockets that were inside the binder and added them as well. So really the only waste was the middle spine and the rings. I covered them with the sloth material, and I made it a two-signature Midori style. And on the outside is my fluffy tassel that has a little sandal on it and a little word called Voyage. And inside the cover, I'm not really going to pay too much attention to the every element of what it was, because there were certain ones that we had to use, and I'll try to point those out. So I decorated this pocket. I made a tag, a tall tag there with the flamingo on it. This is a vellum pocket, and inside the vellum pocket is just a book page, so it became a large journaling card. This is my Something That Flies, and it's the fabric flip with a little bit of bling across the top and a butterfly, and it has pages for writing underneath. My itinerary has my Something Around and the number 8 on it. And I put 2 months of the calendar in here. I think it's January and March. And you can write your itinerary. Antique tie closures or ties. And I used a daisy, which was one of our elements we needed to use. And this has a little pocket with another journaling card. So most of the digital kit, all the pages that I printed, and I think I have 6 just pages alone in this one, and I'm going to show you something else in the other one. So I have I printed them. This one I did double-sided. I've used the background as well, and I think 2 I did backgrounds and 2 I left plain. So this is a little paper clip. This is a double tuck. This is very chunky. 60 elements is a lot to put in one two-signature journal. This is a flap of a envelope, and I just made a nice little edge on there, and I put in a scrappy notebook. I had a lot of beach letterhead, so I used as much of that as different ones that I could find. This is a page from the Ideals magazine, and it's called Vacation Memories. There's a map page, another letterhead page that I made into a pocket and added a large tag, and I decorated the pocket. This is a hidden journal clip, and again the shell page letterhead. The other side of the hidden paper clip, and a guest check. Just some random paper. I used as much of the bright copy paper as I think I used one of every color that I have. This is a little tiny scrap notebook, paper clipped in. This is the center of the first signature. This is a double-side journal card with a paper clip. The purple looks almost blue in this camera, but it is purple. This is a sideways belly band with a large tag with a big pink daisy. This is just an extra piece I threw in this pocket on the other side of the letterhead with the lanterns in the lantern pocket. That's the other side of the ideals. This is a little coin envelope pocket. Another page of the letterhead that's ocean themed. This is my try pocket made out of a book page, and I have a little journaling card there. And this is a large journaling card that came with this large envelope. I think it was an invitation of some kind, wedding invitation maybe. I have a whole box of them. And I just threw an extra piece of paper over the side of that to give that some look. Thought it looked like water. This is a triangle loaded pocket. Here is a couple of pages of your travel bucket list I tucked in behind that pocket tuck. This is a party invitation that came with this pink envelope, and I just decorated it up and made it into a journaling spot. This is the pink cluster. This is what I like about this digital kit. The coloring of the background pages is gorgeous. There's my other part of my itinerary page. I have a vertical belly band, and again, just a nice double folded. Oh, this has my die cut on it, and I put napkin on this. This is all covered with napkin, and then the die cut. And this is a side tuck tap tuck. And this is my hidden journal card. And it has actually, I put a twist in it this time, and I put 2 pieces of index paper. Always take the scenic route, says this one. Okay, this is a cluster for a cover cluster. This is my clear packaging pocket, and my clear and the little tag that goes in it, which can write on both sides. This is my double tag, and it's also one of the tags made from the you piece together. This is my stenciled page, and I did some stamping. And again, I used that paper that looks like water and stuck that in there. And it's also my large tab. And this isn't really decorated. I just had extra paper from this kit that I wanted to use up. And there's the flamingos again. This is my second double tuck, which is decorated a little bit different, plus it's bigger. Some more of the top letterhead. This is my envelope element, or used mail or junk mail. Tucked a little card in there, and it's covered with a flyer that you would get in Mexico if you wanted to go sightseeing. A shell paper. This is a top tuck, and this is a matchbook. And I just put some sandals down there at the bottom, so it look kind of neat, kind of sandy, beachy. This is the photo op page, which it's a photo mat that you can flip out. And I put some cameras and stickers around on that. This is another large tag that I put a rub on and some flowers on it, and just a standard pocket with one of the elements that I made were the vellum flowers, and you'll see them throughout. That is a flip page, some more letterhead, some dyed paper from Easter coloring. This is the double pocket, something like the other one that I just had, a few things tucked in. This is an oval tag, and again I'm using the mail or the flyer that you would get in Mexico for your Caribbean cruise. Go explore says there. I put a little flower on it. Beautiful page. Another flip out page. This is my flip flop, and it has a flap on it, and I have some rub on in there, and a picture of the element or the from the kit. And this is a side belly band or a strip, and another little mini book, and I put in this one like new friends, because whenever you go traveling you always want to get contact information of the people that you meet on the resort. And this is another one of those corner pockets, and in this one I just tucked in a little tiny thing. Oh, and it's also a side pocket. So there's a lot of little journaling cards, and I think a lot of prompts that you can actually say, oh yeah, I want to write about that. This is my top tuck pocket and my upside down tag, and it has the round on it. I used all those elements a couple of times. This is the other side of the junk mail envelope. I tucked in another great big journaling card that was in the scrapbook package, and this is my element that wasn't done. So I had from the bases, when we made the bases, I had some tags using torn book pages, and I just decorated it. It also has a pocket on it and a journal card, and some more things that you can get your writing. This is my flip up, flip down. And it has a round, and it also has my garden item on it, which is fresh fruit. Because you know how much we love our fresh fruit when we go away. And this is at the other side of the other smaller double tuck. It's decorated on both sides. And on this side, I put another one of those little flowers, and I just put in a large journal card in there that just was left over on the table at the end. And this is a top flip tag, so basically up and down, and it just clips right onto this page for a little bit of prettiness. And this is the back of it, and this is the last page. And I also made a writing board for it and put on one of the dangles that I made, and again using the scrapbook that was in the scrapbook pad that was left over that I knew I wouldn't use for anything else, and it turned out really nice once I laminated it. The back pocket has a stack of sticker cluster on it and a few other little journal cards stuck in the back pocket. So that is made with Dear Julie, Julie's kit. Now Julie says if you're going to make one element, you might as well make two because it takes the same time. So while I was working away on printing hers, and I thought about this idea, I decided to print Cara Brandon's Tropical Vibes. So Cara Brandon's Tropical Vibes. So I printed enough of the pages and the ephemera to make another one. Again, this one has a little sandal and the word travel, and I used a placemat for the cover on this one, and I used a cereal box. I glued both sides of the cereal box together to give it some more strength, some scrapbook paper to make the pockets, and I also bound this in the same way with the Midori style. And this is the writing board for that one. It's silver background. And I'm not gonna, again, this is identical all the way through. Like I didn't use the number 8 on this one because this is wasn't really part of the challenge, but it has pretty well everything else in it, maybe not just all of it. And this one has February and April, I think, in the itinerary. And I would like to show you some of the pages in Cara's beautiful kit. The Ideals magazine here is called Vacation Issue, and it has a song there, and it says My Sea here. Let's see if I can find some of the lovely digitals. There's the middle page here of Cara's. And then the journal cards are a little bit different. The flowers, again, are a little bit flatter. They both have their own unique style when they make their kits, but they certainly do make a lovely combination. This is, again, one of the tags. This is the double corner pocket. The same. I had two of those die cuts, so I used the same die cut there. A hidden journaling card. I did the same stenciling on this one and stamping. Because again, if you're going to do it, might as well do two or more. This is the vintage ladies. And there's our big, beautiful middle spread. And this month we could finish as many journals as we wanted to, but I didn't have any started, and that's why I kind of thought to myself, well, good opportunity to make an extra one, just by having stuff out on the desk and printing the extra kits. And that's a page from a book. That scrapbook pad that is pretty well going, I would say. There might be something in there to do something else, but not much. Costa Rica. It's on my bucket list. But Panama was definitely one that I'm so glad we went to, and I got to meet the Schloss when I was in Panama, and I think that's why I made these journals, is because it's a really fun to go to different places and see these beautiful foliages and animals, and I know that when people go they journal, and I'm sure that these journals are going to sell very well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you made this month. Bye bye now.